Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some Stellaris, and in today's video I want to share with you guys some of the testing that I've basically been doing when it comes to Stellaris, because I know that there is like a pretty interesting patch in the works at Paradox, which is centered a lot around improving the experience for players that run hives. And so that sounds pretty damn interesting to me. And as a result, I've basically been trying to go with different tactics when it comes to getting the blob entity to become more powerful as I play the game. And this one is going really well. The focus is basically on keeping one colony or one colony ship going at all times. The reason I'm doing it this way is because I previously in the previous game I tried to fully focus myself on colonization, and so the idea was, as long as I have positive energy credits, I'm pumping out more colony ships, I'm getting more colonies, and I'm trying to basically grow so fast that my economy becomes much stronger than my neighbors, and that I'm thus able to weather any storms, any problems that they might cause. And that did not work out at all. So I have to be really honest here. I tried to do that, but eventually one of my neighbors decided to go to war against me, and because I had put everything I could into colonies, I did go for a spaceport around every colony that I made, but basically I completely neglected everything of fleet power. I was thinking, if I can grow large enough before they start a war with me, I'll be able to pump out corvettes fast enough to weather that storm, and then if I can then push them back, keep growing, I can basically outgrow them. But that didn't work, and they came at me with a fleet of like 1500, something like that, managed to get through my spaceports, and there was nothing I could do against them at that point. The worst part is that I even went back several save games, because then I said, you know, I know that those guys are gonna declare war against me, so I'm gonna start pumping out fleets, bringing everything to the place of the attack, and those bastards simply allied themselves with another neighbor, and then I had two of those fleets going up against me. And so basically, oops, we must find a way to stop this. Let's quickly get that asteroid defense research going. And so basically what happened was that I couldn't salvage that game no matter what I did or tried. The enemy was too powerful. They were going to go to war with me, and I couldn't do anything to stop them. And that basically led me to try something. Oops, don't hit the microphone too often there. So to try this next type of game where I do focus a lot on expansion, so I keep one colony going all the time. But I don't go completely crazy here. I could, for instance, in the previous game I would have made 2 more colony ships and just raced through that. Nope, I also focus on my economy, getting the spaceports up to maximum and putting some effort into my fleets, although not too much. I basically just keep an eye on people around me and try to see fleet power is equivalent to most of these, so I'm overall not that worried about the war coming at me here all of a sudden. That's been going quite nicely. So as you can see here, I'm growing decently well, but once again I'm a little bit afraid that they'll try to box me in, and that's why I took this colony, and I'm now taking these colonies to keep expanding in this way as well. So let's quickly take a look at these, because another aspect that I tried to do was to get that economic advantage. So we can definitely upgrade this one. Let's take a look here. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. So another thing that I tried to do was to make my economy a little bit stronger. And so what I did is I went for expansion first, so that I have 2 populations on any new colony. But then I chose prosperity to cut down the cost of all the mining stations by 30%, from 90 to 60. Makes a really big difference when you're building a lot of them. But that slows down your tradition gain by quite a bit, because the second one here, colonization fever, where capital buildings produce additional unity, is a big one. to get a smooth progression. So that slowed down a lot, but I think that economically I'm a lot stronger because of that, and as a result I do feel a lot more in control with this build tactic. In fact, I could conceivably, I think at this point also, well, although here I still need to fully upgrade that, and I don't want to to waste that opportunity to do that. This one here will need some stuff as well. So yeah, don't rush into too many colonies too quickly was basically the lesson that I learned there. I'm trying to find this new medium, and basically to keep one colony going at all times does seem to work quite well. When it comes to my neighbors, I'm again not that lucky, I don't think. Xenophobic isolationists, they are pacifists, so that's okay, but these guys are hegemonic imperialists, so they won't like us, and they're hostile against us. Hegemonic imperialists, they're hostile against us. We've got hegemonic imperialists again that are hostile against us, and these guys over here are erudite explorers, but they're still pretty hostile against us here as well. But those three, what I'm basically hoping is that they tend to see each other as rivals, and thus give me the opportunity to still grow under their noses, basically, as they don't trust each other, and they want to be ready to fight each other. But maybe if they would ally each other all of a sudden, then I might be in more trouble than what I've bargained for. But so far, yeah, this blob entity, I'm definitely enjoying it. The one question is, of course, what would I want to do further along in the game? I probably want to start going to war with some of these guys, try and take over their territories, but those are mechanics that are also pretty complex in Stellaris. Awesome game, very deep game, very complex game, definitely not very easy to master. And as a result, I probably at the moment want to focus on getting a good growth strategy, so that when the patch hits, I can basically try a cool, let's see, well, we'll take this one. I'll have a cool build that I can try to bring the new type of hive minds to a higher level, because I've seen some of the streams from Paradox, and it does look pretty damn cool. With the hive mind having its own nice voice, and a lot of cool little features and additions that I think will make the experience quite a bit more enjoyable. And that's actually a mistake, this one. Holden Prime, I'm gonna cancel you, because I actually want to make it here. So we'll take you, I think. Make that colony ship first, then upgrade that to a level 5 spaceport as well. There we go. So because I'm gonna go after these two planets next, and I can probably just make an outpost there if I want to, and basically connect everything to become the blob entity. Maybe we can try to completely encircle them, but makes us vulnerable as well to an attack here. But yeah, don't rush with your colonies too quickly. Make sure that you can also upgrade your economy and your military. That's especially important as well when it comes to Stellaris. My research is the one thing that I'm constantly lacking in, probably far inferior to most of the others when it comes to that, but I'm hoping basically that my economy can make up for that. And I think next up we'll make a first cruiser actually to uptime my army, so I can start going after these pirate fleets. And yeah, maybe find other opportunities to grow as well. The Watchers made peace with the Hive. Ooh, they've gone to war? Holy crap, that's crazy little Hive here going after these Watchers. But this is Stellaris, guys. This is absolutely an amazing game. I do love it. And I've seen a little bit on the stream of what Paradox is planning with the next patch that is focused heavily on improving the hive mind experience, and so I am definitely excited for that. I can't wait to see what they have planned exactly, and I can't wait to try and get another one of these cool. I'll go with the blob entity. I think I do love them. Super adaptive hive mind has this huge advantage that any planet you encounter is either yellow or green, and my workers, they really don't care because they're part of the hive mind. It gives you this opportunity to grow very quickly, very efficiently early on to a massive size, and if you balance everything out correctly, which this build seems to be doing that quite nicely, then that is definitely a very nice way to play Stellaris. So one disadvantage though, you need to research a lot of these tile clearing, so we definitely want to get rid of these as well so we can keep growing. You need to do a lot of researching on those for unlocking every tile on every type of planet. That's a disadvantage, but I think basically having those planets already makes up for that quite a bit, because you'll have potential population growth in a lot of these other colonies as well. And of course that early perk, let's see, I'd rather have more minerals, to be honest, so let's do that, as we get insulted by some of these hegemonic imperialists, so we definitely want to pump out some armies here as well. Let's see what that construction ship can then do these as well. But this is going a lot better than what I expected, and a lot better than previously. So I think that this is close to the kind of build that I want to do when the patch comes out. And Stellaris, you know, can't tell you guys enough that I highly recommend this game. I think it's absolutely awesome, very fun. Sometimes, whoops, and here we go, more insults coming, this time from more hegemonic imperialists. Of course, your species seems to grow more and more disgusting for each passing day. Look at who is talking here. Who the hell doesn't like my little blob guys here that are expanding all over the place? That means I'm gonna make some extra cruisers here. I'm actually going to hold on. Did we have... That colony was established actually, so that means that, do we have the second colony ship? Yeah, I was actually losing track of that, not smart. Let's get to colonizing, we want you here. I think this makes most sense because of the energy credits. And next up here, so that's gonna grow, then we'll make a second one, go after that planet. But in the meantime, as long as my construction ships can keep making all of these, let's see here, yeah, all of these mining stations will up our economy. We're at 10 out of 12, and yeah, I think we'll be ready for those guys if they do ever decide to try and go to war against us. We have lots of potential on the fleet size anyways, so looking pretty good. That's what I wanted to share with you guys when it comes to Stellaris and the blob entity. I'm not sure that I'll make follow-up videos on this specific playthrough, but you can definitely expect at least a playthrough from me. Maybe, you know, like the previous ones where I cover videos every maybe every couple days or something like that. Or maybe my brother might be interested in running double hive mines as well, and doing another one of those multiplayer videos. That was actually very enjoyable, and maybe we'll do another one of those. But for people that don't know the game, Stellaris, incredible. If you love strategy, comes highly recommended. I'm gonna keep playing a little bit more with this hive mind. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time.
Construction complete. Tile blocker cleared.